there. This was great. I really appreciate your time. I really appreciate you supporting HBCUs. I appreciate you really walking the talk. A lot of people talk it, and I don't listen to anyone. I'm one of those that I try not to hear too much so I can kind of stay unique with it. But I did listen to your podcast with the FAMU guy in Chicago. Remind me of his name.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. Was that Thomas Bolin? He's in DC.
No, guy from Chicago went to Northwestern.
I can't think of his name. Oh no, Tyrell. It was Tyrell. No,
Tyrell.
I'm sorry. It was Cliff Goins.
Cliff Goins.
I'm so sorry. I was switching. Cliff Goins. Cliff Goins is the real deal, man.
He is. Yeah, he's the real deal. But let me tell you the first thing that I looked at when I went to your podcast. And what's your podcast name?
So that's the Crossman Conversation, the CEO edition.
Okay. The Crossman Conversation, the CEO edition. The first thing I looked at is when you published your podcast, and it was every week. I always look at consistency when I looking at a publisher and listen. So I said, let me listen to it. And you really did a good job. I love the touch that you put on it on the back end where you gave some feedback and you were talking to, I don't know if it was one of your business partners.
Yeah, it's my producer. Yeah.
And I love how you guys gave feedback on that. I hadn't seen that on a podcast. So I really like how you did that. And then you're really talking to guys that you sit on boards with, guys that you've done business with, and people that are HBCU grads. So I appreciate that. So we're probably going to have a number two. We're going to have a second part of this because it's a lot of stuff that we can talk, and we can talk about business because I can tell you're a business nerd just like I am. And I'm not going to lie. I'm a capitalist pig, John Crossman.
Well, I would tell you this. I want you to hear me say this. So Cliff and I are on the FAMU Foundation board. And when I go to our board meetings, every time what I think to myself is, I am the dumbest, ugliest, poorest guy in this room. I don't know where they got these freaking millionaire models, that are Mensa candidates on it. But, with Cliff, when you listen to that interview, you're like, God, I mean, taking notes. Like it's so much information. Like, how bright is that guy? And I'm telling you, I know 50 FAMU grads like that. 50 that are just like boom, 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 boom. Like it's ridiculous how great that is. The other thing I just want to mention to you is that you may give this some thought. Maybe think about what are the toughest, hardest questions people want to ask me that we want to talk about. To me, I think that trying to get deep and push, I think is really, really good. I don't like when people say, well, if you're a Democrat, you're not a Christian. Oh, if you're a Republican, you're racist. Come on, man. Come on. Like that stuff is not helpful, but it's helpful to storytelling. Like, why does someone believe they believe, or what can we do to solve this problem? What do we need to do? Like what's worked in the past? What's happened in the past? Like, sometimes I'll hear people say, well, we've made no progress as a country. What the hell are you talking about? We made no progress. Do you know what it was like in freaking 1840? I'm sure it was hell on earth. What was it like in 1920? What was it like in 1962? It's a lot better, guys. It doesn't mean it's perfect, but it's a lot better, right? What's worked in the past? What hasn't worked in the past? What do we need to do to get to the next level? And I do want to say this because I always like pointing this out. There's principles and there's power, right? And if you focus on power, often you'll let go of principles. If you focus on principles, you let go of power, right? So I'm not going to give up my Christian faith. I'm not going to do that. But I'll give up a potential political career. I had a guy call me the other day. He said, you need to run for governor. I said, neither party will take me. He goes, what do you mean? I said, well, I'm a conservative, but there's pictures of me with Michelle Obama. There's pictures of me with Nancy Pelosi. And I was honored to meet them. Michelle Obama may be the most impressive person I've ever met in my life.
Wow.
Now, again, do I agree with her politically? Probably not. But I respect her. I admire her. I was starstruck a little bit. Now, this is recorded. So if I was running for political office, what I just said would be repeated over and over and over again. But I say it because it's important to say. I I spoke at a Young Republicans Club event. I was talking to this audience, and I said, I put a picture of me and Michelle Obama up on social media, and people said some of the rudest, nastiest things about her. And I quoted some of them. I said, why would somebody say something so nasty? And somebody yelled from the audience, like, well, it's true. I'm like, it's not true, man. That's somebody's mother. That's somebody's wife. You can disagree with her on policy issues. I said, but what the hell are you doing? You think somebody vote Democrat their whole life, and because you say something nasty about the former first lady, you think all of a sudden they're going to vote Republican? What are you doing? And about 2/3 of them got it. They got it, and they agreed with me. And the last third was fighting me because they thought I was a liberal. And I said, listen to what I'm saying to you. I am a conservative. I vote conservative. I donate conservative. I am a Christian man, and I am meeting a woman who is the wife of the President of the United States, and she was delightful, and I'm delightful, and I got a photo with her, and I'm happy to share that. What is in your heart that you would say that, right? That's wrong. It's wrong, you know? And it happens on both sides. People are nasty on both sides, right?
Yeah.
But we have got to put an end to that. People are afraid, I think, of me being kind to a Democrat in office because they think like I'm endorsing them. Like, what was it? Oh, I met Congressman Maxwell Frost, youngest member of Congress, delightful young man. We talked, and of course we don't agree on a lot of issues, but he was delightful. I took a picture with him, and I said, this is a progressive Democrat. I'm a conservative Christian, Republican, and put a picture out. And this guy started commenting. He started talking about the Grammys. What, I'm going to talk about the Grammys? What are you talking about, man? And I finally said, were you wanting me to punch him in the face? Like, what do you want me to do? I'm meeting with another human being. We're talking about topics that I'm prepared to talk about. I'm talking about real estate. I'm talking about black colleges. I'm talking about topics. I can't, what are you talking about, right? But we have to have a place of conversation and relationship so we can work together. He's not my enemy. He's my fellow American, right? Like, we're in this together, man. And by the way, I've always gotten better in life when people give me a difference of opinion.
Yeah.
It's not a threat. Sometimes people tell me things. I'm like, well, I'm wrong. That's better. Let's do that. Right? Anyway, it's a pleasure hanging out with you.
We need more people like you, John.
Oh, that's kind. We need more FAMU grads is what we need.
And then I didn't tell you what a tie. That black and white looks good. I like that.
Hey, thank you. I put on a tie today because I was doing this. I want to make sure I look professional. So.
Awesome. Well, thank you, John. I really appreciate your time, and hopefully we can talk again.
All right, buddy. Take care. Let me know if I can help you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.